evening, and welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. It worked. It worked.
It worked.
Can you believe it? We set something up to automate, and it worked. I'm so proud of us.
Well, you know what that means?
Practice it. We didn't even try it.
We didn't test it.
We didn't program it. So we didn't have to.
That's why it works. So for those of you that are in YouTube land, we use a system called StreamYard. And StreamYard allows us to, now it does, it allows us to automatically shoot the intro video without having to do anything. It's the craziest thing. All we have to do is hit go live and it fires out that anyway. So the stream's going to look a little bit different tonight. We're now in 1080p instead of 720. So if you're watching this on a TV, you can see all the gray and all the wrinkles, and I apologize. So anyway, we've got a really cool guest tonight.
Glad I shaved this morning.
You shave? I don't see.
Gray will only make you look a little bit more distinguished, not extinguished, distinguished.
Not extinguished. I hope not.
Gotta be careful about that one.
Right.
I want to be distinguished, not extinguished.
I hit it a little too early, but Plasma said it's time for the Ham Radio Clubhouse, the ham radio show that doesn't talk about ham radio.
Yes, we do.
Well, tonight might be a different story.
You know something?
We are going to talk a little bit of radio.
You know something, Shane? We should really put up one of those pie graphs and maybe go back 184 shows and look at how many times we actually did speak about ham radio, at least for what, 15, 20 minutes or more. And I mean,
there was 2 years where it was all radio.
I'll bet
you ran out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, but I'll bet you we will be very surprised in the pie graph how much we really do talk radio compared to no talking radio. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true. All right.
John
says a little loud after the last video.
Sorry about that, John.
Throwbacks to Back to the Future. I'm afraid you guys are just too darn loud.
Well again, is that an us issue? Is that a stream? No. We don't know anymore what's going on.
It's a YouTube issue. Because I've noticed it.
It's a turn the volume down thing.
But I've noticed it between different YouTube videos.
Oh, really? Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that depends on how it was uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
Because I uploaded things at a higher bit rate, so there's going to be a little more fidelity to it. So
a little bit more oomph.
But if YouTube is processing it, why can't they levelize the volume across all videos?
Because they want you to do that. So I have to do that to the show because sometimes Izzo gets really loud. And I have to level Izzo amongst everybody else.
Me. My kids are like, yes, he does.
40 over.
I mean, we've been there.
I've been having a lot of family meetings this last week, and they'll all tell you, Dad, they're right away. I said, family meeting. I'm calling, and right away, the first things out of their mouth is, okay, Dad, just go easy.
Just calm down. Well, it's because you're used to speaking loud so that you get that extra power through the microphone.
Stop
that modulation to
right. It's my house, my rules, but I can't say that. So
USB-C, you don't need to do that. We're not trying to drive any power. It just goes straight to the internet. Well, I see lots of things popping up in green, so I should probably address that. So
yes,
all of you guys in the green chat, those are our channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the Clubhouse. We're at 3.5 years. Pretty close.
Yeah.
God, really? We ain't got kicked off of YouTube yet?
Nope.
Yeah, because we're at the halfway mark. Yeah, we're at the halfway mark of since when we started in March. So today's October 1st. So there you go.
It is. It is indeed. We got Plasma Storm using his member shout out. If you're a channel member, you have a member shout out once a month for free. It shows us how long you've supported the channel. We kind of draw attention to you. So thank you for the 13 months. We got Arthur for 22 months. He is 2 months away from getting the shield. Mm-hmm. And I want to see who gets it first, because I think he's probably the most seasoned. There may be one or two others out there, but I think he was one of the first. Evening Clubhouse, evening Arthur. Appreciate it, buddy. Dean, 22 months. See, I wonder what because it doesn't show us 22 months and X amount of days. So I'm curious.
Well, I want a pie graph. I want a pie graph.
Pie graphs tonight.
I want a pie graph tonight.
You've been in meetings all day.
I had a horrible training session. I was at a training session. You ever go to those training sessions where This does
No, because we don't get called into HR.
no. That
Speak for yourself.
has nothing to do about somebody said something or did something. It was a training session that was set up for us, and I don't think the bosses really read the narrative of what the training was about, and does it apply to us? I am all for training. I am a big guy with training, classroom, functional, remedial, quarterlies, whatever, when it's appropriate. But don't send me something that doesn't really apply to my day-to-day, as well as something forthcoming either. And but I did take some good things out of it. So
your meeting could have been an email? Is that what you're trying to say?
My meeting was not for me. We were the wrong audience. We were the wrong group.
Excuse me. Colt 45. Oh, goodness. Colt 45 with a 22 month. There's a lot of 22 months out there. So
I just pulled it up.
I was wrong.
SKT is another one. That's what I'm saying. I want the pie graph. I want some type of color graphs, bars, and this.
We do have a graph. We can show you that afterwards, because it would be very boring to show to the audience out here who are here to not talk about ham radio.
I'm not talking death by PowerPoint either.
Oh,
I just want to. I would just be curious.
Jason, thanks for the 15 months. Got Jeff, thanks for the 6 months. Andy Cowley.
There he is, Mr. Andy.
He's in every stream that I ever watch. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for the 22 months. 5 months, Ham Radio Tube. A breeze.
I bought one. I bought it a breeze.
Did you really?
Yeah. $8 on Amazon.
Is it worth $8 that you paid for it?
It's a tape measure.
But basically, it was free because I had some points just sitting around, and I said, you know something, it's not in my go box. I have J poles, I have antenna, I have everything but the Abri. And I was watching T.O.'s grab. I was watching T.O.'s bag he built with a VHF radio, a Yaesu VHF radio, and I said I might do something like that too.
Yep.
But hey, for $8 and it's free, what the heck?
Right.
I've spent $8 on bad cigars. So what's
oh my God, me too.
And I spent $8 on some great cigars too. So
that's right. Just because they're expensive doesn't mean they're good. I've had $20 bad cigars.
Correct.
And I've had $5 great cigars.
Right. So there's nothing wrong with having another antenna now with me, and to do something when I want to do something.
Always be antennaing. Is that what they say?
That's
right.
There we go.
ABA.
There are dozens of us, literally dozens. Thank you, Don, N5SKT.
Dozens.
We got Mike N0APX for the 22 months. Deuce. There we go.
Deuce. Little Deuce.
K0H O'Brien, 21 months. Man, look at all these guys. Y'all are awesome. Remember, for 19 months since my credit card was reset. Sorry, Ron. It should have picked up on that, but
Mo
with 22 months as well. Thank you guys so much.
I worked Mo over the weekend on POTA. I was doing some POTA. It was good to hear him. It was good.
I'm willing to bet Mo probably had a great noise floor over the weekend.
Correct. Because when I asked him if he had power, and the answer was no, but they were hanging in there.
I guess we should give a shout out or have our thoughts and prayers out for everybody that's affected by the hurricane. I just saw
absolutely.
I've been so busy with work, I haven't had a chance to peruse Twitter and stuff to see all the things that have happened, and just seeing parts of Asheville that have been cut off to civilization because of all these floodwaters. Not to mention parts of Florida and Georgia as it was making its way up through there. And Steve, I mean, I was like, because it looked like at one point the northeast side was going to be on your side of town, but
it was, but I never lost power, never lost internet, sat here through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you bring the tower down? Did you?
I did lay the tower down.
You did. Okay.
Yep. Just because Dana asked me to, and since the 7610's not here, I figured no reason to have it up there beating around. I do actually have to. I did put it back up, but I do need to bring it back down. One of the sweeps for the stepper came off, so it's hanging. Yeah, the 180 turn
last time. Oh, that was that was an element.
Yeah, that was
a reflector, I think, that came off.
Yeah, that was the whole element housing unit that came off. This is just the U-turn at the end came off one of the arms. So, but I just looked.
Four-wheel and Redneck said, "Did you unplug the stove?"
No, I want that son of a bitch to get hit by lightning.
So you get a new one.
That's right.
That's right.
I just
a Viking. He wants a Viking.
did a count.
Yeah,
we have 20 members that have been a member for 22 months.
Wow.
Excellent. Thank you.
Right.
So,
Thank you very, very much, everybody.
Yeah, it's humbling.
But
Very
while
humbling. Thank you guys.
While the tower was down, I did add an Edfong J pole and my egg beater antenna to it.
Oh, did you finish it? I haven't seen the video if you did.
I just did the build video. I didn't do the element video on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually need to do some adjustment because the guy wire for the stepper is crushing the element on the egg beater.
Someone's pushing buttons again.
That was me.
Of course it was.
I thought we had a ticker. I thought this was the ticker.
It's not.
But we do have a ticker.
We do have a ticker.
Mm-hmm.
Not a tickler.
Oh, God.
It's a ticker.
I also have a hot button that puts it right in the chat. So.
Oh, that's right, because you're using the Stream Deck.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say,
he's a super tuber fancy
right, because
guy.
a lot of people say, hey, Izzo, how can we support you? Well, buy me a coffee. And sometimes we don't promote that.
You can do super chats. You can watch an ad whenever an ad pops up. That's a great way to support the channel. Usually they're about 60 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yep.
You know, that doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's a little bit of your time. But hey, it helps the channel.
You know what was cool? You know what was really cool doing POTA? When people give you that quick shout out. Thank you for Clubhouse. I hear you. Hey guys, if you work me in the park and you kind of throw me off my polo, because I'm all in my polo world, but it doesn't matter. Thank you very, very, so that really goes a long way when people just give us that 10-second, 5-second shout out.
Oh yeah,
it's nice. Thank you, because if we can make you smile, you make us smile. We have always said this is about fun. We are doing the F thing here. We're having fun, and this is what it's all about. We're not going to get technical here. We're not going to be talking about resistors to the capacitors, to the flux capacitor, and how to hook it up. No. Go somewhere else and support those guys. For here,
Ben saying that I missed him. Ben, I thought I had you up on screen. I apologize.
Sorry, Ben. We have you now. Ben. We got you now, brother.
Ben for the 22 months. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. And we have Ed with the 21 months. Glad to be a part of this. This is a train wreck. It's 21 months of being a train wreck. So thanks for being along the ride.
Ed makes us laugh. We should be paying him, because Ed makes us laugh in a few other places almost every day. Ed makes us laugh. So
John has an excellent question. He goes, I have premium. Do y'all get paid for me just watching? Rather than you being shown an ad, I do think there's like a portion of that gets shared with the channel for those that are premium, so that they don't have to see any ads. So yeah, absolutely.
Pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on. I'm telling you, I
pennies
could
on
pull
pennies.
up a graph. I can show you exactly. I could show
more like
you
Monopoly, buddy. Sometimes.
Look at that.
I could
Mike with 5
you.
gifted.
Mike, thank you, brother.
And show it start.
AM Mike, make AM great again. I love this guy. I love all the things he's doing. Guys, if you're not watching Mike and so many others, I know we all get busy and we say it. Watch Mike. Watch Mike's videos. He is fun. He's doing it fun.
So that's Interstellar Starman, Ham Till It Hurts, Mike Smith, and Ron Goot. Was there something to that?
Our buddy Bill, Ham Radio Tectonics.
Oh, again?
You missed him.
I'm just gonna let somebody else do this from now on. All right, let's go around the room, and I've been trying to stall, hopefully Joe Brett would finish his tacos and come join us, but yeah, Steve, how's your week been? What's new?
Week's been decent. The job told me yesterday at 3:00 that they wanted me to travel this morning out to San Diego, and they promptly got I don't mind traveling, but no, not that quick. So I will probably be in San Diego next week. Still waiting on details on that.
Nice.
If I can swing it, I'm going to try to fly in on Sunday and hit up Adam for a soda.
Good. Oh, yeah, there you go.
And maybe get Arizona or Nevada in my POTA log. I am looking at a trip out to Vegas in December. That unfortunately I will miss a Tuesday night because I'll be supporting a charity event. But I'll take the radio out for that one too.
There you go. Joe Brett's in the chat. Joe Brett, would you get out here, son? We have a guest waiting.
He's fine. Let me eat his tacos. We can catch up with him afterwards.
Right. Izzo, about yourself, man?
I got a couple things, and I'm gonna do them real fast. Okay.
He has a list.
So, an update on my DX Commander non-OSHA approved how to fix it. From last, and if you don't know what I'm talking, go watch last week's show. Put it on, run it for a little bit. It's holding up good and doing very well. That was the 17-meter wire. It's doing very, very well. And what an interesting antenna when I compare to the off-center fed dipole or the end fed in the backyard. So I got 3 antennas now that I can choose from.
Do you have them on a switch?
Yes.
Where you can like listen
Three-way.
to which one sounds
Oh
the best?
yeah, I got them on a 3-way, and that's only for outside and in the garage. As we get a little bit colder, which is coming real soon, I'll have the opportunity down here. You'll probably be seeing me coming live from the ice hut, the Eskimo ice hut, maybe next week, believe it or not, because its temperatures are changing, but I want to make sure I have the good audio quality. That's something. I don't know if we're going to be able to do. So I may be stuck down here in the winter because that audio thing really bugs me. KAMRD, Mike has a great video. If you guys haven't seen it regarding the various battery chargers for Life Pro 4 batteries, go watch that. Mike did a great job like he always does. And it answers a lot of questions, gives you options based upon what you want for your charging needs. I highly recommend everybody watching that. I quickly said I went out. I did POTA over the weekend. I had fun. I got the weekend off again. We're going to do it again, maybe for 1 or 2 days. Went to the dentist. I had a dentist appointment yesterday. I thought for sure I was going to be incapacitated. I'm getting all worried. And she's like, honey, don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. But the poor lady's like, man, you talk a lot. Well, then, see, this is, listen, listen, I love dentists. All my dentists, knock on wood, have been great since I was a kid. But why do you strike up conversations with me
when you get all this crap in my mouth?
Shove something in my mouth.
Yes, you got mirrors going, you got motors and routers going, and you're polishing this. You're polishing me like I'm a diamond ring in here, and you're scraping, and you're you got that sucking thing going on. Yeah. How am I supposed to answer the question? I'm a ham radio operator. I talk.
Shane, he's not watching the chat either, so he's missed out on a few things. But it's okay.
What they say about me? See, I'm looking straight ahead where I'm supposed to be looking. If I start looking over there, not gonna. Anyway, I love my dental hygienist. Because listen, I gotta tell them I love them because I got 2 more appointments coming up. So
there you go.
No, Carlos. Once again, this is why you're not on tonight.
He's in timeout.
No, but seriously, guys, when you go to the dentist and they're working on you, what are you supposed to say? We answer questions. You ask me something, and she's like, "Well, what do you do for a living?" I can't just say. Exactly, like she's going to understand what that means.
Apparently, they do.
Take your fingers out of my mouth, and I will. But don't or save it for later. Save it during.
You just got to teach her Morse code.
Oh my god!
That way
and then you just tap it out.
Can you imagine if I'm tapping it out? Anyway, I love my dentist. And she says to me, I'm doing very good, and at my rate, I can have my teeth for the rest of my life. So that's a good thing.
That's good.
That's
that way you don't have to have somebody else's teeth.
And they had some music playing, and I thought what's the music thing? A Pandora. No,
Pandora.
Oh yes, I remember jukebox. I thought Pandora was gone. I didn't realize Pandora is still around.
Oh yeah, now it's still.
She had some good Southern rock playing for me, and I was not expecting that, and that was really cool. And then I remember that song. When you say that, there's always a story behind it. Here comes the drill, or here comes the thing. I'm like, all right, shut up, Izzo. That's my game. Shut up. which is right now. Let's get this guy. Or Shane, you tell us what's going on.
I was about
let's
to
get
say,
Andy.
you're just going to skip over me? Jeez.
No, I don't. I will never want to skip over you, brother. Oh, we don't skip over you. I know hopscotch. We don't skip over you.
Well, I was going to say, I was busy last week with the Plano Balloon Festival, which was a lot of fun. Most successful one we've had in 45 years. So we got to fly. Everybody got to fly the days that we were going to fly, and we pulled off the competition. We only had one event that we weren't able to pull off, so that was awesome. And then I leave Friday for New Mexico. I'm going to the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. Ooh. And fingers crossed, I'm going to be flying up there on Sunday. And I might try and do Facebook Live, or I can't go on YouTube Live, but I might try to do something live because there's over 500 balloons that are going to be flying at the same time, and we're all going to be up there in the same airspace. So that'd be cool.
Oof.
Hey, did your company introduce something, new seating or new interior accommodation?
Not yet.
But there was something though, right?
Yes. So they made that announcement. So we're going to be going to a different model. I'm trying to think of how I can say it without saying too much, but we're going to a different model because it'll be assigned seating. There's extra leg room. Just they're looking at different ways for generating revenue without having to charge bags, and everyone wants more leg room.
For ham radio operators, I want it, and I haven't done it yet, but eventually I'm going to learn whether we do it here or whether I do it over on Monday nights on Nuggets. Can you sit in that seat and now that screen in front?
We don't have those in the Southwest.
I thought there was the screens. There was some.
No, we have a tray where you could put your own screen up there.
Okay, because I was going to say, can you like remote into your ham radio station while you're up at 35,000 square feet?
I was going to say, just allow my iPad through the Wi-Fi and I'll remote it.
Right, I am a rover. I'm coming in as a rover. I'm a rover right now.
Aeronautical Mobile via remote in South Carolina. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be that cats me out? Wouldn't that be so cool, man? You're up at 35,000 and you're working POTA or DX or whatever, checking into some net. Man, that'd be great.
So I will say that so when I started putting together my whole balloon kit, I wanted something I needed a fan because you have to cold inflate these with a fan first before you put the heat to it. And the fan that I originally bought was taking forever. So I worked a deal with some people and I rebuilt that guy. So I went from a 7 horsepower to a 16 horsepower, and I went from a 2-bladed wooden prop to a 6-bladed composite prop.
You did a Tim the Tool Man on that thing, didn't you?
Hey,
absolutely.
Bring that to Huntsville. Right. We need the airflow at the pavilion.
Is that a CFM? Is that how that gets rated in CFM?
Oh,
I don't know what the output is. All I know is barely above idle, and it inflated the special shaped balloon that I was working. It inflated it in 2.5 minutes, which normally takes 10 to 15.
You're going to put that on a rubber raft. You're going to put that on the river. We're going to see if we can do something on water with that. Or we're going to put a steering wheel, and that's going to be drag racing. We're going to do some drag racing. Ham Radio Clubhouse versus the rest of the guys.
Now, before the end of the show tonight, I'll try to pull up a bunch of pictures I can show you guys from the event. But we have guests with us tonight. Yep. And I want to make sure that our guest is ready because he's been down here patiently listening to us shoot the breeze. So
these guys are
Andy,
crazy.
If you're
what the
ready,
hell am I doing?
Give me a thumbs up and I'll bring you on the stage. Welcome, Andy.
Andy
is from the World Radio League, which is, I'm assuming, is it a part of Ham Radio Prep?
Yeah, it's a separate company, but yes, it's the same team behind it. Absolutely.
Got it. Okay. Well, welcome. Everyone kept asking if we were going to have Ham Radio Prep on. I said, no, we're better than that. We're going to have World Radio League, something you can actually use because most of us are already licensed anyway, but I love Ham Radio Prep. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, Andy, N0APX, welcome. And kind of just give us a little background. What got you into radio? Why this hobby? I mean, where did it all kind of get started for you?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. Great to be here tonight. And yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I was first licensed last year in April, I believe it was. kind of started getting into radio through GMRS, which one of my family members had gotten a GMRS license, and so I kind of that's where I kind of started, which
the gateway radio
topic all its own. But but anyway, so I got my GMRS license, and then I kind of started digging deeper into the ham radio thing, and before too long, I went ahead and studied and took my technician exam and became a ham radio operator, and it's been a lot of fun.
So did you stop at technician, or did you?
I did not.
Go up
earlier this year in January, I actually took my general and
nice.
got that now, and I'm loving operating on HF.
So now I have to ask the question, because we have I wouldn't call it a contest, but we have an event that we do every year called, and it's done in the springtime most of the time, but it's Extra by April. So at the beginning of the year, anyone who wants to either get licensed, upgrade from tech to general or general to extra, we have this we host testing sessions as a group here. We're all VE. Steve is with Glarg, so we get all that set up, and we do online testing sessions once a month. And the whole thing is to drive as many people to either get licensed or get upgraded from January through April. And it got morphed into Extra by any time last time. But I think we had, Steve, do you remember how many we had last year that upgraded or was a part of that? I want to say it was like 20 something.
Yeah, it was 20 to 25.
Yeah.
We had quite a few.
Yeah, it's been crazy busy for me lately, but I may have to take advantage of that next time it comes.
So starting in January, get ready to study for your extra.
Nice.
So you can participate in the Extra by April program. So it'll be back. And there's always a secret giveaway at the end.
Okay.
So
good to know.
But anyway, so got your general, and what do you enjoy doing in the hobby? Are you a CW guy? Are you an FT8 guy? POTA, SOTA? I mean, there's kind of a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I've been just getting into CW a little bit. I'm not good by any stretch, but I can send and receive my call sign and some signal reports. So I've been operating a little bit, and that's been a ton of fun. But primarily, I do quite a bit of POTA, lots of POTA. I do enjoy some DXing and a little bit kind of a small scale contesting. So that's primarily what I do.
What do you consider small scale for contesting?
When I say small scale, I mean it's me sitting in here for an hour or two and get maybe 60 contacts and shutting it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you also chasing like the QSO parties and other stuff like that?
Yeah. Sometimes I love that. Yeah. And we'll get into this later, but we actually we haven't got them all integrated yet, but we've been integrating some of the QSO parties into our contesting platform on World Radio League. So yeah, we can operate through there. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's an excellent segue.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So
give him the full screen. Give him the full screen, baby.
All right. So World Radio League, kind of give us, we'll start at the 30,000 foot and then we'll kind of drill down what, I've shown it on the stream a few times because I think it's the coolest thing for the web-based logging, but it has morphed 100,000x since I first logged into it. So kind of give us that 30,000 view, and then we'll just kind of dig into it. Or if you want to start sharing and stuff and deep dive, just let me know, and we'll go that way too.
Absolutely. So yeah, just to start with, World Radio League has been on the market for just over a year now. Last year, I think it was September of last year, our CEO, he'd been running the ham radio prep for quite a while, and with all the new ham radio operators, there's they get their license and then they're kind of thrown into this pool of ancient software that's kind of complicated that they have to figure out. So he kind of decided to come up with something a little bit more modern, a little bit more.
It was coded on Windows 95.
A little bit more user friendly, easy to operate. So that's how World Radio League was born. It, like you said, it has morphed into a really full software suite for operators of many levels of expertise. Hey, POTA Power, I think they let me give them a quick shout out because they kind of got us connected with you guys. So
that's very true. I appreciate it. They were a great guest on our show.
They're the blame.
Yep.
Good people. No, they're good. I love them. They're good people.
it's fantastic. So anyway, that's kind of how ham radio prep, or how World Radio League kind of had its start out of ham radio prep. So like I said, it's really, kind of a more modern, easy to use platform that, has a lot of features already developed and a lot more coming. So stay tuned, because we have a lot of really exciting things planned coming up in just the next few months. So
thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Yes, thanks, Julie.
And I will say, if you have a question about anything that Andy talks about, if you'll type the word question and then put your question so that I can see that, me or Steve or Izzo will star that. And then at the end tonight, we'll circle back around with people who have questions throughout the night. That might make it easier than stopping in the middle of it. So you went, so World Radio League, it's not just a logbook, it's contesting, it's POTA, it's a little bit of everything, right?
It's everything.
So
everything.
I guess let's start picking it apart.
Absolutely.
If someone were to just create an account, and they're just,
what's the first thing?
There's a free account. You create an account, kind of.
Yeah, let me share my screen if I can. Now, This might make my stream fall apart, so if it does, feel free to talk amongst yourselves about it.
It wouldn't be the first. Right. Andy, it wouldn't be the first.
That happens a lot with Izzo. His falls apart. We just wait.
That's why they make Band-Aids and Ace Band-Aids.
That's right.
Yeah, because I think it's important for everyone to understand the first steps and why you want to consider this.
Oh, he's got the VIP membership. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Joy's working there.
Yeah, look at this. Better. That's better than the cigar one.
I feel like this has created quite a delay in our connect.
If I need to host it on my side, I think I can. Oh, there it goes. It's catching up.
Let's just blame it on Joe Brett. Just
you're catching
blame
up
it on
now.
Joe Brett because he popped in.
Okay, we're starting to get there. I'm a little bit behind still, but hopefully it'll catch up as we go along here. But yeah, Izzo, I think you're gonna like this because you mentioned both POTA and pie charts earlier, and we have both. So I think you're gonna.
I like stuff like that. I like the maps. Shane, Andy, Shane treated us to when you work somebody, where it goes up on the map of the earth, of where that stuff like that is so cool, man. That really gets you going. It gets you hungry for more.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this is our globe. So if you set up an account, you sign in. This is the first page you're greeted with. This is our home page, and you got this cool little globe here. That these are actual real contacts that have happened in the past, however many hours. And you can hover over, one of these contacts and see who contacted who, and it's just a really kind of a neat little feature.
Andy, just a great visualization.
Andy, besides the great visuals, is there any way of saying, hey, from a propagation standpoint, right now, if I wanted to work into Russia, if I want to work into Europe or another area on the globe, will that help me, or is it just purely showing you where the activity is through the software?
This right here it will not really help you with this particular globe here, because this is showing contacts over the past several hours, so the data isn't going to be quite up to date enough to help you with that. But it will have very recent contacts up to the most recent, but it will have it goes far enough back that it will kind of be cluttered a little bit with some of that older data, and so it won't help you visualize that as well. For that particular use case. Now, I will say we have our own spotting system. So any contacts that are spotted on the POTA app or spotted in or logged within World Radio League are sent automatically to our own spotting cluster. Now, that does not integrate with the DX cluster. We're hoping to integrate with that sometime soon, and also add some of those propagation features in. So we've got things like that coming, but it's just we haven't got that integrated just yet. So
Andy, so just to reiterate that, not like a DXC or any other DX cluster, but right now the POTA spotting page is also there's a duplicate.
Absolutely,
of it being ported out onto here. So you don't have to have two up at the same time. Okay.
Absolutely. I'll show you that here in a few minutes. Absolutely. We'll take a look at that. But yes, POTA spots are spotted onto World Radio League as well in our own spotting page. And then you have a spotting tab in your logbook. We'll take a look at that here in a little bit. So yeah, if you want me to, I can go ahead and start to kind of tearing this apart, going through it all, and kind of showing you guys piece by piece how everything works. All right. So like I said, you set up an account, you log in. This is your home page. We've got today's leaderboard. We've got this is top operator state, longest DX, top band and mode, and then we have a featured member section down here. So a shout out to all these guys here. So he's got the most QSOs this week. This is one of our newest founding members.
That's awesome.
And a founding member. Yes, a founding member is a right now we still have some. If we haven't ran out yet, we've still got some founding member numbers available. So in order to grab you a founding member number, all you have to do is sign up for any level of our paid accounts. You can grab a founding member number, and that just shows that you're one of the early adopters of our paid accounts. We have a lot of free users, not as many paid users. But yeah, if you want to grab a founding member number, just sign up for any level of paid account. We've got the free level, and then we've got 3 paid levels. We've got let's see here. We have. Let me just take a look.
Andy, while you're doing that, I'm sure the paid stuff really helps with development, because this stuff.
Absolutely.
Listen, I mean, we're talking about guys who are volunteering their hours. And this stuff has to run on some type of machine somewhere. There's a lot of hardware stuff that has to get purchased, and this is not just a free will of
that and database management too.
Right.
Yeah.
I show a $3 a month,
absolutely.
a $5 a month, and a $9 a month. So $36 if you pay it by the year, $60 if you pay it by the year, and $100 if you pay by the year for the VIP. So. That's the breakdown that I saw on my end.
Yep. And looks like about 4,000 founding member spots left.
Get them while they're hot.
Yeah. Streaming out on. It's $36. The other 2 levels, I believe there's $60 a year. Yeah, absolutely. So
and the last one was $100. I think you're
a little bit here. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep. You're catching up now. Resources every time you want to share stuff.
Okay, perfect.
Andy, if you need me to share my screen,
all right. So absolutely, yeah. Grab a paid account for sure. It definitely helps with those database costs. It helps with a lot of those costs that we've got. So grab a paid account if you can. If you can't, you can have all our basic logging features for free. We're as we add more and more new features, we will gate some of those new ones off that aren't as critical, and they will be paid features. But right now, all of our absolutely
nice.
I think our stream is hopefully it's caught up now. I don't know if it's caught up or not.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're good on mine. I think we may be delayed in your ear.
It's still way behind for me here. So
if you want to stop sharing, I can bring up mine, and I can stream stream mine if that helps your resources a little bit.
Yeah. You're.
There we go. Oh, I thought we lost you.
Yeah, why don't you bring up yours, and we can I can walk us through it as you go through absolutely. That. You're really choppy on my end. I'm trying to run it here. So.
All right, can you guys see everything?
Oh yeah, what a difference!
Absolutely.
Yeah, what a difference on my end too.
So you tell me where you want me to go, and I'll
all
click
right.
there.
Go ahead and click the My Profile page. Okay, so
look at these pie charts.
There's your
pie chart. Look at that thumbnail.
Excited.
Wait. Look at that thumbnail. Look at that AI thumbnail. Look at that.
Ham Radio Dude made that for me. I thought that was cool because I fly balloons and I operate radio. So
And look at that. And look at those pie charts.
and look at those pie charts.
Yeah.
Just need to find you an
there
HF
go.
radio.
So, yeah, you got QSOs by band,
You find
QSOs
your
by
gift
mode.
radio.
All the all graphed out there really nice, and we're gonna extend some of that out later on down the road. We're gonna have some really nice analytics down the road that are even even better than that. So all kinds of data visualization that'll really help. So yeah. Now
See it. Everybody says that I'm not truthful when I'm working remote. See that second entry right there from South Carolina remote. See that way I'm not lying about it's not in Texas.
Your Honor, Your Honor, my client has now proven to you so there'll be no more speculation amongst the peanut gallery.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why my radio doesn't work anymore.
Exactly.
Got it.
That's why the stove.
Well, what he puts in the comments of his log is different from what he says on the air.
Oh, the
hey,
defense,
rude.
the
Good
defense counter.
He's just rude.
Hi, Joe. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, buddy.
Glad I could be of service.
okay.
Oh, there we
yeah,
go.
You got your QSO map
Back
there.
to the show here. Sorry, Andy. We get
No,
distracted
you're
quite
good.
a bit.
You're good. Now, yeah, this is one of my favorites here is our QSO map. You can access QSO maps for all kinds of different places here, which we'll get to. But yeah, on your show contacts, you can show your last 50 all the way up to your last 500. So, we can't, due to speed of loading and everything, we can't, show all of them at once. But yeah, we can show up to your last 500. You can choose whether you want your imported ones to be shown or not, or just the ones you've directly logged into World Radio League. So, yeah, and you can also change that to satellite view, or, you can switch that to a full screen map. If you want to screenshot that, show it on, share it to social media or something. So yeah, if
Andy,
you could go back to your entries tab up there as well.
Hey, Andy, I have a quick question regarding the map.
Yeah.
Is there a way, or has it been thought of, or am I just the guy who's first come up with it? Let's say you're doing a QSO party, and you just want to pull the data from the map of just the QSO party, but the QSO party is over a 2-day span, but you do some POTA in between. Is there any way of saying just show me the maps, or just show me map data for this particular event, or is it by a time, a contacts?
Yeah. So.
Jumping ahead.
So first of all, thanks to Plasma Storm for signing up, and he's planning on getting the VIP. And yes, Izzo, that is absolutely a capability of the logger. We'll get to that here in just
all right.
a little bit.
I'll cool my jets. Tell you
So
what,
I'm assuming
I'll eat my animal
wanted
crackers.
I'm assuming if I were to click on this eyeball, I would be able to see this entry.
Take a look at it. Yes, this is fantastic.
You would select that one.
Of course I would. It's
Show off.
DX, but it's not from Texas, so I don't know.
No.
I don't know how to show that I worked remote from North Carolina. So y'all just
South.
imagine that the line starts. Sorry, South Carolina. Just imagine the line starts right
See?
there.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, Shane, I do
Thank
have
you,
an
Joe.
option for that as well. You can set multiple operating locations, and you can switch your operating location on a particular logbook, and that logbook. Now, that logbook will, the rest of the contacts until you switch it back or whatever, will default to that location. Now, I will, for anybody who's confused, we have a little bit different setup than a lot of logger apps. We actually have the ability to separate your, into multiple log books. Everything gets combined on your profile page, but we also have a whole, we can split it out into multiple log books. So we'll get to that again here in just a few minutes. But yeah, if you want to right there in that view, you can copy a link to that, share it on social media. You can download it.
Oh yeah, you can download it. That's cool.
Yeah, you can use that for your QSL card or whatever, email that to them, whatever you want to do. So, yeah, if you want to back out of that right quick, and then, scroll down there, and if you here on your profile page, if you want to find out all the times you've worked a particular station, you can just grab that search by call sign. It will list out, all the times you've worked that station in your in your.
See, I have
in
been
your
more than
logbook
once.
there. Absolutely.
Not all of them are from South Carolina. Most of them.
All right. And
I
then-
was gonna say they were all remote because I know you didn't work them from Texas.
There you go. There you go. All right. Now, yeah, if you want to clear out of that right quick, then yeah, we can take a look now. You can sort by date. You've got the station you've worked, your sent and received signal reports, the frequency, mode, distance in kilometers, and we have miles coming for anyone who asked in the chat. We have had so many requests. We have bumped that one up in priority, and we will have that coming very.
Got to get the freedom units in there.
Right.
Yes, we need the freedom units. Absolutely. All right. Now then, we've got, any notes that you put in there are listed. And for the confirmed field, if somebody else logs that contact on World Radio League or imports that contact to World Radio League, you'll get a little box with a check mark in it pop up there that shows that contact has indeed been confirmed on World Radio League. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Andy, what's the eyeball for? Going to the right.
Eyeball, that's when you just clicked to look at the details of the contact.
Okay.
Now there's a little edit button right beside the eyeball, and there's an edit button here in the page here. Yeah. So
you can edit your true location, Shane.
Any of the details on here, you can even across the top bar, those details that are listed in the top bar, those are editable as well. So you can change your location. You can set that to a custom location.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, South Carolina. Come on, come on. See right there.
Do it live. Come on.
Do it. There's edit. Come on. You can scroll down to the S.
You can pop that. You can pop that grid square in there, or you can select the state, whatever.
What's your grid square, Steve?
Yeah, you.
What is it? EM92.
Oh, I guess it already grabbed it then.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hit save there.
There. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Everybody.
There you go. Now hit update contact before you close that. There you go.
Oh, and of course, that was my Texas contact. That wasn't the one to Callum.
Close that view and then reopen it. It should show that correctly. And if it doesn't, we'll always wish it had them. Now,
oops.
Because if it's gonna do it, it's gonna do it while you're live.
Yeah, absolutely. No. It could be. There could be a little.
It's up here.
Yeah. There could be an issue.
We're live testing. Editing. It's okay.
There could be an issue with it being edited from the profile page. Most of the time, you will edit these from within that particular logbook. So I'll take a look. We can take a look at that. I'll make a note to remember.
See, live testing right there.
If it can be broken, we will break it.
Absolutely. That's what they pay me the big bucks for.
Mm-hmm. You and me both.
And speaking of if it can be broken, it will be. Anybody who wants to join our beta testing group, our motto is that our only requirement is that you get in there and try to break anything you possibly can. So we have a development environment that is separate from our live environment that you can go in and just simply try to break stuff. So if you want to join that, go to our community at community.worldradioleague.com. Sign in there. Go down to our beta testers post and scroll down to the bottom. We have a Google Forms link on there, and you can apply to join our beta group. So
I will update this, everybody, my operating locations to my remote stations, so y'all will be happy and get off.
There should only be one entry.
Actually, Izzo, if you use this, you would have multiple entries.
Yes,
because each park is a different location.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that question.
Parks is a whole different animal. Now you don't have to add your park to your operating locations, because when you select our POTA template,
don't say that in the POTA Facebook group. You will get stoned.
Oh, but Shane, you need to look at
everything at you.
You need to look at the POTA logging section.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yep.
So, okay,
see everybody stepping in.
That is our profile page. Let's go ahead and pop down to our log contact page. There you go. So now you've got one logbook. You can add as many logbooks in here as you want. Anytime you apply for one of our contests, starts a new logbook, anytime you start a POTA activation, that's its own logbook. So, and we have a feature coming very soon where you can merge these logbooks into one. This one's currently in development, should be ready here hopefully in the next few weeks. You can merge logbooks. You can you can edit the location of multiple contacts. However you need to handle it. So, so yeah, if you you have so if you want to just open up your log that has the all your contacts in it. So yeah, you can just log straight in here. This is our logging interface. So, right now you're set to our regular, general logging template. So you can just log contacts in here, enter the call sign, hit tab, enter the signal reports, tab frequency will automatically fill in band and mode. You can enter a power if you want to. You don't have to. Hit enter when you've entered all the fields that you want to enter. And it will log contact automatically.
Oh, it does pick it up.
Hit the enter button when you're done. The enter key on your keyboard. There you go. Logs the contact. Now you can also see that your frequency, band, and mode have all persisted. So you now have, and your power. So you have all those already in there for the next contact you log. They're already there. All you got to do is call sign. Right. If you need to edit the signal reports from 5.9, you can. But all you need is call sign and enter, and you've logged a contact. So, and enter if you don't mind. Go ahead and enter another call sign in there. Well,
get out of that.
And Andy, just like anything else, if you switch bands, all you got to do is just change the frequency, and it's all
edit the frequency. Follow. It will change the band for you. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so now you can see down there, W1FYG. You've contacted him 4 times. The last time was 2 years ago, and he
no. You better change that frequency. You're going to get me in trouble. Look at that frequency.
You got to make sure you're in the general portion of the band.
No, you better keep this thing legal. You're going to get me in trouble. I take this stuff seriously. I'm an ethical amateur radio operator. And don't put 14.300 either, because I don't go on the maritime net.
All right. Yeah. Once again, you can adjust the location of this logbook. Now, you can also add, if you want to save these details to any of your contacts, you can add your radio and your antenna in there, and just change that anytime you change antennas or radios. That's, it's totally optional, but just, if you want to save that data along with your contact, that will be included in our analytics suite later. So when we do have analytics, you'll be able to visualize all that information, how many contacts you made on this radio, on this antenna. That's all coming down the road. So
correct me if I'm wrong here, but is this like a log runner where it shows you how quickly you're making contacts?
So if you've got a contest logbook up and you're wanting to visualize how fast you're logging contacts, that will show you exactly how fast you have been logging contacts, when your last one was, and within the logbook, how many DX entities you've worked, grid squares. And the longest contact is pretty neat. Once again, in kilometers, but miles is coming. So,
Andy, I have a question for Andy. So,
their
park number. If you're a hunter and you're interested in logging parks that you have hunted, that would be something. As well as if you're using this for activating, that would be part of your ADIF, correct?
Yes. This should go into your so let me get this right. If you're a hunter, you want to export their park number in your ADIF. Is that what I'm understanding you're saying?
Yeah, some guys who are hunters are like, for me, I don't. Up until now, and that could change in the future. When I'm sitting home, I am not logging anything. I'm writing it down only to ensure in the time period I don't create a duplicate. That's only for me. That's my little method of madness. But it looks like here, if I was to use this here in the shack, am I saying this right? As a hunter, which I am not uploading ADIFs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But some guys like to know how many parks they've worked, the unique ones, the whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah. So if you are, and I know that if you're an activator and you work a park to park, it will absolutely export that park to park within your ADIF file. I'm going to actually have to double check and make sure that this park number exports in the ADIF. If not, I will make that happen. I totally get that. I will make sure that we get that added into the ADIF file.
What's the picture for me? I see a wise old owl. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. These
wait a
are
minute.
AI generated profile pictures, so there's no telling what they're going to be. It's a raccoon or a cat.
That's
or
a fat raccoon, man.
Raccoon with sunglasses.
He done got in the wrong person's garbage. With some psychedelics.
He found the other mushroom garden.
I like the Joe Brett. I want the one like Joe Brett.
Well,
you got to sign up and set up your own.
Don't pull Steve.
Oh my! Look at this.
That's mine.
Yeah. So if you sign up for your own account, you can absolutely change your profile picture. If you don't, sorry, we throw something on you.
All right, then. There's an incentive,
you get
boys.
a psychedelic cat right there.
All right, boys. There's your incentive right there.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
I've been trying to blow Shane up with some instant messaging here, chat, but his screen's not alerting him. I'm trying to communicate with him.
With the chat in the World Radio League chat.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you open up your the chat is actually a separate URL from the logging app.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about maybe doing some integration later. We're not sure exactly, how much we're going to, make like notifications pop up within your logbook. But if you open your chat app, absolutely those notifications will be there. If you enable them in your browser,
nobody while I'm playing radio.
Push notifications on your desktop as well. So, and we can take a look at the chat here in just a few minutes. But if you'd like, we can go ahead and go through a couple more features here.
Yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead.
If you don't mind, click the QSO map within this logbook. So this is the difference with this one. This is limited to your logbook. So if you log, if you have multiple logbooks, you got like contest logbook. If you've got a POTA logbook, you can pull up this QSO map and it will show, only the contacts contained within that logbook.
That's awesome.
So
Interstellar Starman says this is a great program. Congratulations, job well done.
Well, thank you. Yes, it's definitely a team effort. We really appreciate that. So
I like that you can share this map also.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can share that on social media, however you want to share it. Save it as an image for a desktop background, whatever you want to do. So yeah, and then we've got another tab here. You'll notice within our logbook page. If you want to grab that spotting tab, those spots are spots from POTA and spots from World Radio League. Now we hope to integrate the DX cluster, later. But this is what we've got right now. Any POTA spots, any World Radio League spots will show up here, and they.
I see one right now that's in POTA.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
First one.
Now go ahead and click that copy to log button. Now if you scroll up to the top there, you'll see all those details were directly copied into your logbook. All you got to do is hit log contact, and it's done.
And then I'd be lying.
What else is new?
Rude. All right. And thankfully, I've just watched you log a couple of erroneous contacts live here, but you can go back to your logbook, go back to your entries tab here, and there's a little delete button at the very end. You just click that. And
Shane logs on tomorrow, deactivated.
You have been fired.
Mm-hmm.
And no, we do not make it a regular practice of deactivating accounts to log a couple of erroneous entries. Now, if you're in here spamming to get yourself on the leaderboard, we might have to take action.
Well, Andy, do
go back and delete mine.
Andy, do you mind going back to the spotting area?
No, not at all. Go right ahead. And we actually, if you want to, we can hop over to the spotting page and take a look at that as well. But yeah, you can absolutely. What you got?
I was just curious. So if for a guy like me, I'm sideband, so under all modes or band, I can just shoot. I only want to see the sideband. I only want to see 20 meters. I only want excellent.
Yeah. We've got those filters. We're planning on hopefully enhancing those a little bit. I know they look a little bit maybe a little bit messy, not too terribly bad, a little messy right now. We want to kind of improve that to where, have nice, clean filtering, and kind of make as we add more features, we're going to have more things that require filtering, like our QSO Manager suite that's coming up and our Analytics suite that's coming up. So we will probably add, kind of make a universal filtering system, and this will hopefully be updated to match that as well. So.
This is trying to tell on me that I logged somebody on 7.200.
Yeah, Joe Brett, right?
Yeah, I didn't know it was going across the world, man. Y'all be careful what you do.
So on that area,
World Radio League.
So Andy, serious but funny question. Anybody who's logged in to WRL right now sees the same map, right? So if I see Shane and Joe Brett goofing around or whatever, all of a sudden I'm gonna see pins popping up saying, "What the hell are these guys doing?"
Don't tell on us.
If I'm paying attention,
he's got to report us to the admins.
Yeah,
POTA.
Yeah, right now, absolutely. Right, currently, we have it set up. We actually might change this because we ran into a couple issues with this. But right now, if you log a contact in World Radio League, that contact is spotted live onto the map. We may change it where you can kind of enable that yourself, or just manually spot the contact. But yes, currently, if you log a contact on World Radio League, it's auto spots it to the map. You don't have to worry about spotting it. Like you do with the DX cluster, it just auto spots. So,
and then you could do POTA only, World Radio League only.
I'm interested in
the
really cool operating near me and spotted near me.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat.
That is neat. I like that.
There's nobody near you.
Did you guys see the question that just came in from?
Yep, I flagged it, so we'll get to the questions at the end. That way we can do them all at once.
Excellent.
And hopefully you guys have been catching those too. I got a couple of them in there.
Yeah, I've caught a couple of them.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's that's primarily our spotting tab. You want to jump into the leaderboards just real quick. This one shouldn't take long, but yeah. So this is
for paper chasers.
Yeah. To clarify, this is a weekly leaderboard. So this is instead of we don't currently the main award we offer. You will get an award if you sign up for a founding member number. You will get a founding member award. Very soon we're intending on adding DXCC, worked all states, all the major awards. But right now we have this weekly leaderboard, so you can claim top spot of the week, what have you. So if you want to scroll down through there, you've got the most contacts of the week, top operators by mode. You can select any mode there. Got the longest DX, the longest distance contacts. You've got the most DX contacts. Excuse me. Yeah, you can see the top single sideband operators there.
That's so Izzo, he knows who to go after.
So I'll go over and look at.
Jody's got a good point there.
Jody has an excellent point.
Worked all Clubhouse hosts. That would be great.
I like that.
So
just saying, POTA Power saying, look at the bottom of the leaderboard.
I definitely see POTA Power on the leaderboard.
Oh.
So I clicked over to all time, and
there's one at number 6.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So at all time, I see N5BSB with 2,300 contacts, almost 2,400 contacts, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got more than that in my logbook. And then up there with a big yellow exclamation mark, imported contacts do not count. Dad, gummit.
Mm-hmm.
You can't cheat, Joe Brett.
So, Joe, what you got to do is you got to go through and type them all in.
That will indeed work if you so desire.
In your spare time.
If you want to go relog all those.
And set the correct date and time.
Right?
Exactly.
That could be my new live stream series, right? An hour of typing in contacts at a time.
An hour of trying to make the leaderboard on the World Radio League.
See.
All right, and you can scroll on down. We've got several more leaderboards here. Longest distance, most DX. We've got the U.S. state leaderboards down here, where you can hover over a state and see the top operator for that particular state.
It's probably going to be K5QBF on 7.200.
And Andy, and
There
that's
we
just
go.
for the week, Andy. And this is just for the week, though, right?
Just for the week, yes. Yep. We've also got country leaderboards down below that one. So, all right, and then
Wow.
next tab here we have the let's see here. Where did we get to? Leaderboards contesting. Now this one's really fun. So we add trying to get all the QSO parties and everything in here. We haven't got them all in yet, but we've been adding quite a few of these. You can go ahead and open up the California QSO party there if you don't mind. Now you can enroll in that now for free. Now, once you enroll in that, that creates a brand new logbook over in your logbooks page, and you can also log those here within this page as well. So scroll on up to down here you can see you've got your objective and everything. If you scroll up to the top, you've got a real-time leaderboard. Now, when people start logging contacts, you will be able to see in real time how many contacts everybody has, who's at the top of the leaderboard, what place you're at. Is really handy, and a real-time map. This will actually live map all the contacts in the QSO party from everybody.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So now we've gamified ham radio.
Get a big enough contest, but it's pretty neat. So then you got your logbook there, and this one's tailored to the contest or QSO party. So you actually have, you've got your exchange fields on there as well. When you log that contact, you've got the columns for each of those exchange fields in the logbook down below.
All right, so this is your number and then your state if you're from wherever.
So if you want to scroll down just real quick so you can kind of see the header, so you can kind of get an idea. Well, I guess it doesn't bring up the header until you log a contact, but that's okay. Anyway, it will show those values within the logbook list there, so you can if you hear a call sign, you're not sure if you've worked him before or not, but he's from this county. You can check your logbook, see if you just double check, see if you've logged some as you're flying along there. Sometimes you want to double check, make sure you've logged somebody in a particular county or something. You can double check down through there and check those values out and see.
I like that it puts the exchange right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
and
gonna say, Shane,
you can tab right into those fields from as you're tabbing through, or you can click in them either way.
You weren't thinking that's the California QSO party.
Mm-hmm.
So KI6NAZ, or put Adam in there, K6ARK. At least get a California station in there.
KK6USY.
Yep. Get Chuck in there.
Nice.
And see, this
one hasn't started yet, and I don't want to lie.
Go ahead and enter another call sign in there if you don't care. This is when this pop-up comes in handy.
Oh, come on now.
K6EGG. Live.
Okay, so see, it says you've worked him twice. Last time was 2 years ago. Now, if you work him during the QSO party and you put his call sign in there, you log him, and then you forget, you're tuning around, you tune back to him, you can't remember if you've logged him or not, it will show right there when the last time you logged him was.
So you log, So if you logged him 5 minutes ago,
you logged him 2 hours ago, then you can't work him again. So
there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I like how you get this window here that tells that you're outside the contest window as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely, and that definitely disappears whenever the contest starts. So absolutely. All right, so that's our contesting suite, and we probably flesh that out a little better later. We're hoping to include live, maybe even live streams, so you can stream your video to this page and do live commentary on. We can from our end do live commentary on those, do our own stream. And
is this available for a winter field day?
We can absolutely add winter field day in there. I will.
Please
yeah,
consider it.
I was gonna say
to add winter field day.
That's I believe the third weekend in
January.
Yeah,
we can
they do have the AM rally in there.
We can add any contest into here. I will say our scoring system is not currently as advanced as some contest scoring systems are. So how many points you have is how many contacts you have. like I said, this
So the
contest
multipliers and things aren't in there.
Will get fleshed out later on. We'll make advanced scoring systems. We can maybe include some of that live streaming. We really want to do that because that's going to be that's going to be a ton of fun if we can get that added.
That's what I was thinking
Let me write
of.
this down here. Winter Field Day.
Andy, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. I could picture a lot of guys using this for Winter Field Day.
You know, I was sitting there at the Buffalo Wild Wings the other night and sitting there enjoying my Parmesan garlic wings, and I look up at one of the TVs and there's this guy Andy commentating on these dudes doing some ham radio stuff. Like, I'm finna go get my license. I want to do that too. That's going to be a conversation one day.
That's right. That's right.
One day.
And I was watching them ham radio contesters, and I accidentally picked up my buddy's hot wing. It was hot sauce.
Never a good situation. Okay.
Never. You don't pick up your buddy's hot wings.
I was gonna say not if you're out with Frank and that crew.
You
no, absolutely not.
Get you a blazing wing.
Draw back
jalapenos.
All right, so yeah, moving on to go ahead and pull up the community chat. You might have to reshare your screen because that's a separate app.
I'm scared to show this.
You have 35 messages from Joe Brett.
Yeah, probably.
That's true.
It's gonna be.
What'd you close your screen for?
Because it's a whole new URL.
Share your screen, not your window.
No, I don't want everybody seeing all our underneath the shorts of the.
They don't need to be seeing the underbridge.
Ain't nobody looking up your skirts, huh?
Hey, yes, they will, but they'll be like, "What in the hell is he? What?
Why
is he looking at statistics?" All right.
There we go. Looks like I've got. You can go ahead and click that chat and all of probably all of Joe's. DMs.
You got 4 new something.
There you go.
Oh, look there.
Hey.
Now you can see it.
See, that's what I was hoping it would pop up in the middle of his demonstration, aggravating and
stuff. Because he's that guy. He's that kind of guy.
Some coder thought ahead and said, "Don't get that popping up on a live stream."
We're gonna Joe Brett proof this thing.
Well, that's gonna get changed on Wednesday tomorrow. That feature will be available. Someone said we want that now.
All right, so yeah, if you want to scroll down just a little bit there, let's see if we can find the topic for there you go. Click that beta testers needed. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of there,
it's a trap.
We had a whole lot of people signing up, so you should be able to scroll down farther than that. Does it give
That's
you
as far as it will let me go.
Okay, yeah, there was a little deal with the system we use for that we built the platform we built our community chat on. I think it's got a little issue, but if you grab, there's a scroll bar over on the side there that scrolls through dates. If you pull that down to the bottom, there you go. So that is our Google Forms link. If you click that link, you can apply to become a beta tester. So you just click that link, enter your information, and you can absolutely. We'll get you into a review process, and we can review all those applicants. And
I'm almost as good as Steve, so that's in the chat already.
And like I said, we had a lot of people sign up already, so we may not get you in right away, but we're always open to more applicants because we can we might need some more pretty soon. So be sure and get your name in there, and we'll get you in to the review.
Andy, I got to ask you the $64,000 question.
Yes.
This is fantastic on a computer. I'm not going to go there for Windows or Mac. I'm not going to go there. But do you have an app for Android or for iOS?
We have
that's a great segue.
An amazing mobile app.
What a great segue.
In honor of Tank Radio.
We have a really beautiful mobile app. Absolutely excellent for
just
POTA.
as beautiful as Joe Brett right there. Yes, it is.
Personally, it's my favorite POTA app that I have used. It's the best POTA
really?
logging experience that I've had, and I do a lot of POTA. So, do any of you have a way to share your mobile screen with this live stream? I'm afraid it'll drop my stream out if we try to share it, but if I try to share it, but if any of you have the ability to do that, we can go through that. If not,
You'd have to log in, Shane. You'd have to log in.
We can let everybody
no.
just go through it themselves. But it's really beautiful. It's really fantastic. A lot of great, fantastic POTA features there that I'd love to cover if we get the opportunity. And even if we need to take this up on another, mobile only live stream at some point, that's fine.
So
too,
I can do. Let me see.
What are you doing next Tuesday? What are you doing next Tuesday? I'm serious. I want to see this.
So
this will be a good.
Give me a minute.
This will give you a good idea right here. Now. I'm just excited to see what notifications are going to pop up when you're starting to share stuff. That's going to be the fun part. Because wait till I text you.
Like I
That's
said,
fine. I already got that fixed too.
I think it'll kill my stream if I try to share it now, but I would be absolutely happy to come back on here at some point and
so
demo the mobile
Steve
app.
is sharing something.
Okay.
Is that your screen, Steve?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my screen share here going.
So we've got
nothing like doing it live.
Once again, we have the mobile app. It's geared toward POTA. You can use it for anything. We're fixing to add SOTA. We're going to add WWFF. We've got a lot of great things that are right around the corner for the mobile app as well. So it's really, really exciting here.
Because the POTA Power Group, because the POTA Power Group is commenting, saying we exclusively use it on the iOS app and love it. I bet, again, to me, they have probably used this. They've probably put a lot of hours into this mobile app already.
Yeah.
So they would, if they're saying it's good, you know it.
Yeah. And we've got this mobile app is kind of, in one way, it's kind of our secret, it's one of the main ingredients to our secret sauce, I'll say. But we can actually sync our contacts on the cloud. So if you're offline, you go to a POTA park, you log your contacts, you come back online, it will sync those contacts to the cloud. You can pull them up in your web app. Export the ADIF from your computer and upload it to the POTA site.
So it'll cache all of your contacts.
It will sync all your contacts in the cloud, and they're always available anywhere on any device in your account. And I think we got a little bit of feedback coming.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
It's muted. Hey, give me a minute.
There we go.
It's okay.
So Andy, I'm seeing this as a win for maybe a guy like me.
Yeah.
Who I just told you 20 minutes ago, I don't log contacts from the house.
Yeah.
I do a lot of hunting with POTA. I chase DX, I chase the QSO parties. But now you're telling me while I'm in front of my radio, I always have my iPad open.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm looking at the DX spotting page. I'm looking at the POTA spotted page. Now you're kind of saying to me, hey, Izzo, why don't you, because I got razzed a couple weeks ago or last week and rightfully so, I should be logging. And I go back to the old days of logging pencil and paper in a spiral logbook.
Mm-hmm.
I just stopped doing it. And now you got me wondering, now I could put this on my iPad. And when I'm sitting at home, like tomorrow night, I'm going to be chasing the POTA Power people if they're out, and James and everybody else. I could be doing that, and obviously I'm not uploading anything. But then on Saturday, I go to a POTA park, and bam, I take that ADIF just for that logbook, correct? And that gets uploaded to to POTA.
You export just that ADIF file and upload that to POTA. We have a regular ADIF export function and a POTA tailored export ADIF function. You can export an ADIF that's tailored to upload to the POTA website, and you upload that. It fills in all the park to parks and everything, all those details for you. Yeah, and the mobile app, I mean, it's great. It has all kinds of shortcuts that you can access. You can change your band, your mode, your frequency, all from within just the call sign field. So you're always you're always sitting in the call sign field. Say you're on 14.256 and you want to work some FT8. You're already on 14.256. All you have to do is tap .074 and it will drop you to 14.074 and automatically mark your mode as FT8. it will if you're like operating on single sideband and for some reason you're going to go switch to AM or something, just type AM, it'll change it. You can adjust your date by adding plus or minus, like 5M for minutes. You can do that, D for days, or weeks, seconds, hours,
and all of
whatever.
that from the call sign field.
All from the call sign field. And you can go through and manually edit those fields as well if you want to. It's real easy to do that too. But we've got all the shortcuts that happen just in the call sign field. And then,
all right. But now I got the $65,000 question for you. Are you ready, my friend? We haven't even gotten the fast questions with this guy yet.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming, Andy. No, serious question, Andy. I go to a POTA park. I don't have cellular service.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do?
Well,
start logging.
That is a fantastic question. So hopefully you already have the app and you're already logged into the app. It's already downloaded on your iPad. You're logged in.
Right.
All you do, you open the app and you create your new logbook, and you automatically you set it to the park you're at. Yep. If you were online, it would automatic. You could set it to automatically spot you at that park. It will spot. We can spot directly from our app. You can send a spot anytime. If you're online, you can send a spot from our app anytime to the POTA site.
But worst case scenario, I've already uploaded the app. All my profile's in. I go to the park. It's just business as usual. Make contacts, log them. Make contacts, log them. That's all you got to do. Right?
Yeah, if you are offline, you have no cell service, you open your app, you create your POTA logbook, and you start logging contacts. And when you're done, you can close your app. Next time you connect to your network, you can open your app. It will automatically sync those contacts to your account. They will be available anywhere you access your account. So
you don't even have to upload them.
No, we've got a button in there. In case for some reason it doesn't automatically do it. You've got a button, but I've never had to use the button. It always automatically does it for me.
This is easier than washing my clothes, I think, right now. This is
I hope so.
Unless they got a stain in them, but that's a different stream altogether.
That's a dude wipe stream.
Exactly. And Andy, I do think it'd be a good idea sometime. We'll have you come back a couple weeks or so. Come back. Let's talk about that POTA logging app, because we have a lot of people in the chat who love to do POTA.
Oh, so I would love to go. That's like I said, POTA is one of our big pushes right now, and we're planning on that soda soon as well. But POTA is one of our big target audiences right now. Is all these POTA activators. We love POTA. I am a POTA activator myself. I love doing POTA.
Andy, what about the guys who like satellites? Satellite contacts, same thing.
I'm sorry.
Satellite contacts? A contact is regardless of what the band, the mode is. If you're an avid, bird, chasing the satellites, chasing the birds, same thing, right? You can use this for that. Just for your own logging.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you should be able to. If there's any satellite specific requirements that you don't, that you would really want in there and you don't see, if you're using your mobile app, just give your mobile device a quick shake, and it will pull up our bug report or our feedback system. That's a brand new thing we've got in there. You just give it, or you can click the button at the top too. But
shaking it's more fun.
Shaking's fun
because everybody at the POTA parks will be like, "Why is shaking his phone?"
Absolutely. We hope they're not doing that too much. But anyway, yeah, they give it a quick shake. It will pull up that feedback, and you just send it.
Shake it like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
There you go.
Photograph.
Yeah. But
now,
but seriously though, if there is a satellite, something that's satellite specific that we don't have that you really want, let us know, because feedback is our lifeline. We love getting feedback. It really helps us, keep our direction, in line. And it really
Can I ask another question?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Do we have time? Shane, do we have time?
Yeah, we do. Before we get to the questions from the audience, because we do have a few.
And maybe this is covered, and maybe I'll help somebody a couple. So Izzo doesn't do anything with Logbook of the World or any of that stuff. Is this going to be kick him in the pants of, hey, this is going to be so easy for you to do Logbook of the World. It almost sounds like I can answer my own question. You have an interface for this already?
Not yet. Mm-mm.
Not okay. Forthcoming.
Not yet. It is coming. We're planning on integrations with CureZ, Logbook of the World, with possibly EQSL and Clublog, and we're wanting to do some integrations with on the operating side with WSJTX. We're planning on adding cat control, all that stuff. Like I said, we have a stacked list of features coming. It is so stacked. We've had to prioritize, what's most important right now.
Sure.
Right now, we are building out our QSO management suite. So that is going to, you can grab, you'll be able to filter your contacts by whatever, edit a block of contacts based on, certain attributes or whatever. You can filter them down. You can merge two logbooks together. You can edit, a block of contacts. But anyway, this QSO manager suite is going to be a great basis for us to kind of build some other stuff off of. Really like the QRZ and Logbook of the World integrations. We kind of, if we can get this basis down, it'll really help us, kind of moving forward with some of that stuff. But we've had to prioritize a lot of stuff, but we have a stacked future list of upcoming things, and we're working through them as fast as we can, and we're going like mad, but we're hoping to get them.
Good. Thank you.
So I'll kick this off, and then I'll start through our list of questions here.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, are we working on a way where we can have rig control for those that are at the house? So is that in the list?
Cat control is definitely in the list, and we've actually kind of bumped that one up a little ways. We've had so many requests for that one that we've already done some experimentation with that, and we think we can implement that one pretty easily. Probably even before we build we're planning on building desktop apps, but honestly, the web app is available anywhere. So we honestly think we might be able to build that, directly into the web app so that, you don't even need to have that desktop app before you can do cat control and everything. Mm-hmm.
All right. So first question of the night, we've already answered, but Ed, the parent company is Ham Radio Prep.
Absolutely. That's what I get my general license. It is that's before I even joined the team. It is a very, very, really great lesson platform.
When we get ready to start our extra by April, we'll reach out to you to the Ham Radio Prep side of the team.
Yeah.
We'll chit chat about that.
Absolutely.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. We always have people asking us how can we study? How's the easiest way to study? How do you read through all that garbage? Well, we'll give you some options.
Absolutely.
All right. Next question was, so War Radio League has a messaging feature. Can they make it more upfront, noticeable, in your face that it is now buried in the buried state? So I think we talked about that a little bit that's something.
Yeah. So honestly, thank you for throwing this at us. Absolutely. I'm kind of liking this idea. So go to that send feedback button on the World Radio League page, and kind of, if you want to, kind of outline how you would like, if you have any feature requests at all, outline how you'd like that to be. Send it to us, because we love getting these, and we will get it in our list and prioritize it accordingly. But yeah, so I'm thinking basically you're probably kind of wanting maybe a chat window, basically.
Yeah, like a little bubble that would pop
window
up.
overlaid on the page. That's a good idea. I will pitch that to the rest of the
that way
team.
Joe Breck can say, hey, you're on the wrong frequency. That's the maritime net.
There you go.
Yeah. Or somebody on the POTA from POTA says, why don't you come up to the general section and get out of the extra section?
Yeah.
I was gonna say or you're out of band.
Right, you're not in the band.
Yeah. 7.7.249 or 349.
Oh, look at that. Joe
Look
Brett.
at that. Joe's got it.
Well, it did.
Sneak preview. I mean, we've moved past it already. So
Sneak preview.
Joe Brett, just leave it up there.
Just leave it up, yeah. Just keep it up.
There we go.
Gonna say I couldn't do it with the Android, but Joe, you need to charge your phone.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
he's got
really,
34%.
that's what I get for watching it on the way home.
I thought
If you
that was
don't mind, just
14%.
real quickly, so we can go through this. If you don't care, Go back to the main page there. Click that new logbook button. Now click the POTA. You can go ahead just for whatever, type in 14.074 in the frequency.
I'm a rebel. Ooh, auto spot. I'm not touching that. I know what happened last time I did that.
That will spot you to the POTA page. Now, in the park number,
I got so many messages. I can't hear you. Where you at? Go to 40 meters.
This is really neat. In the park number, tap that park number field. Don't put in the prefix. Just type in the park number of the park you want to activate.
Or how about a name? Will it take a name?
It won't take a name yet.
Okay.
So there you go. Now just click that park right there.
US 2530.
Where do I go? Where's that at?
I don't know. I think you grabbed one of the ones up
You're in Norway.
I can't remember my part numbers.
There you go. You can grab the US at the bottom of the list there.
Oh, I was going to go to Australia.
There you go.
Okay, we'll go.
Now then, if you go ahead and create that logbook, the create logbook, I think it's buried under your keyboard. There you go.
Save.
Click the save button.
You better make sure your grid's right, son.
Now you don't even have to. Now the grid square should automatically be pulled from the park, so you shouldn't have to worry about that from the park data.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, there you go. Now it automatically named your logbook, your call sign.
Oh, look at that
park number.
Look at
Look at that.
Very nice.
That will and then. So yeah, you can and like I said, we can go through this. I know we got a lot of questions to answer, so we can go through this on a later stream. But if you pop that in there, you've got the same bar there that shows how many times you've contacted somebody. What time you last contacted them. You can also grab this list of functions and scroll sideways on it, and you've got more options over to the side.
Ooh, park to park, power, notes.
You can click that park to park.
and Andy, can you also go to the spotting page now? And if you find you want to do a park to park, let's say he sees me at Hamradioclub in Connecticut, whatever. If I'm on the spotting page. If he taps me.
So yeah, go ahead and go over to the spotting page right quick. Spotting tab over there on the side. Yes. Now, grab one of those and just kind of drag over sideways on it. There you go. Now, click that copy to log button. There you go.
Look at that.
So it's copied it into your in all the fields down there. Now, all you got to do is hit the blue circle with the arrow in it, and that will add it to your logbook.
Boom.
There you go.
That?
Is there a way to delete logbooks?
So that shows that he worked Brandon then. He worked them.
Yeah.
And look
at
that. Joe Brett's been respotted.
I'm spotted, dude. What?
I'm trying to work you at 20 meters. What the hell,
I got to put in a message to these coders, man. I need a toggle.
Do not accept anything from the following call signs.
Yeah,
I can't hear you, Joe Brett. I can't hear you.
Joe Brett, turn on that heater.
Right.
First off, it's fake. Joe Brett's in Vermont. Come on, let's just go. Let's just start.
It's actually pulling the data from his park, so
that's cool.
Yeah. So that's pulling the location from the park itself.
Poor guy wants.
It ain't gonna matter if I delete it.
Don't be messing with park.
Hit that delete button. There you go.
There you go.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. FCC, man. It ain't in my logbook.
The parks are sacred.
I ain't got no record.
I'll kill you.
I don't think our spotting page is monitored by the FCC, so I think you're good.
So unless you click that POTA auto spot, it doesn't send it to the POTA.
So that didn't go
page,
to
right?
POTA.
No, but if you scroll over here and you hit that POTA auto spot button on this page here, now click that button. It will not automatically spot you until you click the next button. So go ahead and click this button.
I'm trusting you, Andy.
Yeah, go ahead. There. Okay. Now you can enter all these details. Enter a comment. As soon as you hit that arrow, that will send you to the POTA page.
You better put test on. You
Okay.
better put test in there.
And this
I was going to say, Joe, I can delete it real quick.
Mode, whatever, this will automatically update here. Just a couple more
All right,
notes.
so
go into your call sign field.
To the what?
Call sign field down at the main logging field. Just type .074 in there. and hit done. There you go.
Oh, look at that.
Frequency change.
Signal
Wow.
reports
Frequency
are
change.
+00, and your FT8 14.07.
All right, so there's a question in here while we're here.
Yeah.
So if someone is at multiple parks, now I know the system will automatically do that over in POTA, but can you log if they say I'm in park 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12?
Yeah, you can add currently you can add up to 5 parks. I've since been informed that there is up to a 7th within the U.S. So we're planning
overachievers.
We're planning on
Washington D.C. Is it one of those Washington D.C. boys?
It is.
We're planning on
Look at that beer snack in the chat.
He's been lurking for a while.
Yeah, because of the money issues. The money issues.
Yeah, I mentioned spending money, and he's like, "Hey, we gotta have a chat."
Time out.
So, where would you add the multiple parks? Is that in that park to park tab there?
So, if you're working someone who's in multiple parks, you'll enter the
comma separated there. So US 0001.
Yeah, and you don't have to put the dash in. You can also just log US 0001, and it should automatically pop that dash in for you. There you go.
Now, how do I do the second park? How do I do the 2 first?
Just a comma.
Go ahead, click that park there.
Yeah.
Click it in the drop down there. Click it.
Try. All right.
Now it just adds.
Oh, I see. Just adds a little bubble there. Okay.
Yep.
Now, Andy, this happened to me on Saturday. Guy says to me, I work in park to park. He says to me, did you get my second park? But wait a minute. So how would Joe quickly add a second park?
Just like that.
Just
right
like
there.
Okay.
US
but you're saying if he's already logged the contact?
He's already logged the contact. Is there a way to do a quick, fast edit? Go
ahead and do you have a contact logged in there? No, you don't have one logged. If you got one logged, when you pull over sideways on the contact to delete it, there's also an edit button there. If you click that edit button, you can scroll over all the way to the side on the top bar there.
In the there
park field, you can add all those parks there as well.
Perfect.
Nice.
He didn't thought of everything.
Easy squeezy. Get me a lemonade. Yep.
And you can also view your QSO map within the mobile app here. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
See, so you can screenshot that.
You can tilt it.
Joe, look at Joe.
Screenshot that and upload it to the POTA Facebook page.
Is it? Look at me, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all arguing, and here I am making contacts.
And I'm out here playing radio.
Yeah,
so.
y'all arguing. You're all arguing about what's the best antenna.
K5 QVL.
Look at that.
I have worked Joe Brett from Texas.
All right,
let's get back to our questions. Oh, shut up, Steve.
Well, I got one that I want to stir the pot since we're on the app right now.
Yeah.
You guys going to add worldwide flora and fauna?
We are. That is on the roadmap very soon, hopefully, actually. And this one's actually it's going to come with a really it's going to kind of come as a package with a lot of new features. We're going to add SOTA, worldwide flora and fauna, and an activity. We're going to add an activity map, hopefully, where you can see who's at what park, and if you can look at I don't know if you guys have tried using the POTA map from the POTA page on a mobile app, on a mobile website to try to look at all the parks close to you. It is a pain. So we're going to add all those parks onto a map within our app, and you can view all those
Joe Brett's going to
parks.
get banned for profanities when he's going to get done.
If there's somebody currently activating that park, it will actually pop up within that map. So that's cool. The plan. That's the plan. That's what
cool.
Very cool.
So, yeah, and that'll include SOTA as well, and WWFF. So.
All right, so let's blaze through these questions right quick. We've got what are the WRL's plans for Logbook? We talked about that, Logbook of the World, QRZ. Let's see. Do they have a chat board to complain about YouTubers like QRZ? Is there? So that would be the chat community that we talked about.
That's the community. You can go to the community. Now, if we haven't had a lot of complainers yet, and maybe it'll stay that way, but we'll see.
Give it time.
Give it time. Well, I take that back because all of the ones that are complaining are on 80 meters, and this is too difficult for people on 80 meters. So.
No.
Anyway, all right. So coupon code POTA Power for 15% off.
Absolutely.
It doesn't work.
All right. It doesn't work?
Nope.
Well, thankfully we have the product manager here.
They're talking about on Ham Radio Prep. I think they left that comment while we were
okay.
Use POTA Power for 15% off on Ham Radio Prep. POTA Power, if you're still listening, reach out to us if you want, and any of you guys, if you want a coupon for World Radio League, reach out to us. And
I think W2HRC would be a great
Ham Radio Clubhouse.
Code.
Yeah, Ham Radio Clubhouse.
That's the Clubhouse's actual call sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we've got. Yeah. Send us a message. Send me an email, Andy@worldradioleague.com. And we actually have just implemented a program, or we're in the process of implementing a program where we can accept coupon codes for World Radio League as well. So
thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you very much, Andy. Thank you.
All right. Has World Radio League tried to reach out to DXpeditions? Most use 1 or 2 logbooks exclusively to log contacts to give confirmations, maybe get more market share if you get into DXpedition on board.
Fantastic idea. I will put that on my
list.
Add
that to your list.
Well...
Job security for you
As
guys.
one might have it, we have a DXpedition that will be on our live stream here in a couple of weeks.
That's right.
So that's going to be excited to hear from those guys. So let's see. Can you send from WSJTX automatically? Will the logbook send over there?
Well, not currently, but we're planning on integrating with WSJTX.
Awesome. Good. All right. So Jody said, will this forever be online experience, or is there a version to develop an app for? Well, Jody, I hope you stick around because we talked about it.
Honestly, right now on Mac, you can install, since if you've got one of the new Apple Silicon chips, since they're kind of cross compatible with the iPads, iPhones, you can install our mobile app on your Mac. But we do have plans for a full on desktop app for both Windows and Mac, and maybe even Linux down the road, but we'll see.
Ed's asking Field Day. I think we already covered that one as well. We did good tonight.
Field Day's already in
good
tonight.
We did Field Day. We will be adding Winter Field Day. So
please add that Winter Field Day. Yep.
So Taz says, does the app have the numbers always up like the Polo app does? That way you don't have to switch between letters and numbers for call signs.
Yeah, if you saw that on the demo, we do have that number bar right up, floating right above the keyboard there. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so Jody says, to be clear, you have to authenticate to the app, hence the cloud, while you still have connectivity. There is no temporary offline log caching mode for people that forgot to do that. Well, as we just demonstrated, you could just connect, open your app, create it, and then once you get back to civilization, then it will automatically sync.
If you have already, if you've downloaded the app and logged into your account, you can log those contacts offline, and whenever you connect back to the internet, it will upload those automatically for you.
Mike says Summit's on the air. We're looking at all right,
very
on
soon.
the way. Jeff, I covered that.
Yep.
And Jeff also says, how does it handle trails, like trails in multiple states?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Right now, we pull I think he's referring to the location data being pulled from the park number. So right now, we pull the grid square that is listed on the POTA site. So you'll probably need to manually change that if you're in a different grid square, like if you're on a trail. But right now, we pull the grid square information that's listed on the POTA website.
So the one one of my favorite parks is US 0329 Silvio Oconte, which goes through many states. So do I have to change the grid square, or will it ask me like what state I'm in or for it, or?
No, you'll need to change the grid square there. Now we do have something in design right now. It hasn't quite made it all the way to development, but we have something in design right now that will allow you to turn on a dynamic logging location. So, if you're mobile, if you're, wherever you're at, if you log those contacts, it will, it will default to your current location. Now, if you let me just check something right quick live here, if you don't mind. You can go ahead and grab the next question if you want to.
That was it. That was the end of it.
That was the end of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give me just a second. If you're just logging contacts, I believe it sets your location to. Trying to remember now exactly how we set that up. We have done it a couple different ways in the past, but
well,
yes.
I'm thinking for a POTA activator, not a hunter, not
Yeah, absolutely. Currently, you will probably need to. I don't think it automatically drops your location where you're at. If you enter the park, I think it pulls that grid square information. I can double check that. Like I said, I can double check that. Make
easy.
sure.
Listen.
Yeah,
we all basically know our grid squares.
I just pulled the Trail of Tears Park, and it lists all the states. So I'm guessing when you go to upload it, you'll actually have to select the state you were in.
Easy.
So it's
Easy
not bad.
enough.
Easy peasy. I'll take a lemonade.
Right. All right, guys. Anything else for Andy while we got him here? Andy, is there something you want to tease to the group? What's now? I didn't look. The app is free. I'm presuming across all.
Absolutely.
All deal.
The only paid the only thing you have to pay for is your subscription. You don't have to pay for downloading the app. So
and that's per year or one time?
That's a yearly subscription. Yep. I just pulled this up in the mobile app, so I'll show you exactly. Get it right on my camera here. So if you grab your settings up here, your location's right here. You can just edit it, on the fly.
Oh, cool.
So,
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Grab your settings,
there you go.
Location from your logbook. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, So absolutely. So yeah, what's coming? I know we covered quite a few things. But
what's coming? Let's put it this way. What's the next thing coming? That'll be in the next release.
QSO Manager.
There we go.
Next thing, QSO Manager. That is, we're working about as hard as we can on that one right now. It's coming together really nicely. But yeah, we are working on QSO Manager. And then hopefully next after that will probably be some of those mobile features we talked about with the mapping and the SOTA and WWFF, all that. So, and then we are planning on adding, like I said, a really nice, beautiful analytics suite. So just stay tuned. It's jam packed what we got coming. So.
Fantastic. Ham Total Hurt says grid tracker.
Yeah, that's included in our list of needed integrations. So
nice.
we have a running list of needed integrations. That is one of them. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Hey,
any questions from the guys here? You got anything else you want to add?
I want to make a motion.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, hey.
What kind of motion would you like to make, Izzo?
Let me think. Soda, POTA, grid tracker. No, I'm all kidding.
Free premium for everybody.
First year for the Clubhouse.
I'm kidding.
Right.
The amount of work and coding deserves compensation.
I make a motion that Andy becomes a member of the Clubhouse.
I will second that motion.
But there's a caveat. There's a caveat. He has to come back.
Yes.
You have to come back, my friend.
To talk more about the mobile.
This is not a hit. You cannot do a hit and run on us.
Right.
Caused too much damage the first time around.
Guess what? So guess what? Welcome aboard.
Well, we'll send you a bill for the dues, which is double what you normally would pay, which would be 0.
Now listen, Andy, you're not done with us yet. We're not done with you yet. You got to survive. You got to survive Izzo's fast questions.
All right.
Are you ready? So put that app down, and I just want you to let your hair down for a minute and just relax. Take a deep breath. Very simple question.
Hard-hitting questions is what this is.
Are you ready?
Go for it.
Chicken, steak, or fish?
Steak.
How do you like your steak?
Probably medium well.
And what
All
do you put? And what
He's
do you put for side? What do you put for sides? What kind of sides would you like on it?
Sides,
Around
I
it.
like mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay, you're back
you're,
in.
you're gonna hate me, but I like ketchup on my steak.
Ah!
Where's
If it's a little dry,
Wait, get that button ready because I have a question and another question that we may have to throw him out of here.
Right.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Ice cream? Oh boy, that's really hard because we just got a new ice cream shop in town that has about every flavor I've tried is absolutely delicious. But I love chocolate and I love some cherry vanilla ice creams.
There you go.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a new answer.
That's the.
All right.
Yeah.
Any favorite snacks that you like? Candy. Stuff.
Barbecue potato chips.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes.
Wait. I missed that. What did he say? He likes them or doesn't like them?
I do. Lay's hickory barbecue potato chips. Absolutely.
Get him on here.
100%.
Hit that button.
And
right.
the vanilla wafers that are like not like the little round crunchy things, but like the ones that are like sandwich wafers. That's really good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
All right. All right. And the final question. Are you ready? What's your favorite band?
What? My favorite. What?
Your
Band.
favorite band. Your favorite
favorite
band.
band.
BAND. Your favorite
Does
band.
20 meters count?
You interpret that question any way you want.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't heard of them.
I haven't heard of them either. Are
What do
they
you listen to?
Billboard's top
What
40
kind
in the 1920s or what?
What's your favorite band?
My favorite band. You know what? I guess I don't listen to all that many different bands. I like
Or
I
a
like
genre.
more,
Or a genre then.
oh my. I like
a better
more,
way to put this would be if I were to go to your car and I turn the ignition on and I turn the radio on, what type of music's playing?
Oh my.
You can say talk radio. It's okay.
I was going to say probably talk
It is
radio
what
for
it
me.
I do like listening to a few different podcasts and some very non-ham radio genres.
Oh man, the
Fountain
podcast that we've got is
and,
perfect for you then, because we don't talk about ham radio.
You mean Ham Radio Clubhouse?
You need to subscribe to
on
the
all,
Ham Radio Clubhouse.
On all platforms? Is that a commercial right there?
Wherever you get your podcast, look for the Ham
I do
Radio
like
Clubhouse.
listening to Fountain Pen podcast, and I know if ink pens, people are gonna think I'm nuts, but yes, I do like that. But yeah. Anyway, as far as music, I kind of pick and choose some of my own unique stuff. I don't like.
All right,
Big
now,
old
I'm gonna
shuffle
give you a
playlist.
scenario. All right, this is a serious question. You're in the park. POTA Park. What do you
Gotta
like?
go.
And let's just say the bands are all open. Let's don't. So we're not gonna get into particulars. What ham bands do you like to operate from? What do you
Okay. My favorites are probably going to be 20, 15, and 10.
Good.
And what antenna?
Probably
And what kind of
in order.
antenna? All right. And what kind of an antenna are you going to use?
I actually just got my first commercially produced HF antenna. So I primarily make all my HF antennas, except for that one. I've made all of them, I believe. I do like using a 20 meter dipole, and that's probably my go-to is a 20 meter dipole. And
Nice.
honestly, I use Zygu radios a lot, the G90 and the X6100. So they'll tune up on just about anything. So I use the 20 meter dipole and use it for 15
Excellent.
and 10 as well. So yeah.
There you go.
Excellent.
10 meters it's a great band.
It's
10,
fantastic.
12, 15, 17.
The great
Oh,
thing about 10 meters is you
fantastic.
can use it even if you're a technician. You know, they've got
That's right.
you can work a
That's it.
lot of DX on 10 meters. So,
Oh yeah.
especially right now, solar cycle.
Well, we've got about 5 minutes. So, Andy, we're going to say good evening and 73 to you, but don't go nowhere. We're going to wrap the show up, but I'm going to drop you down into the green room. We'll finish up, and then we'll have a chat
Well, I
afterwards.
appreciate you guys having me on. I really
Thanks
do.
for coming,
Thank you,
man. We
everybody.
really
Thank
appreciate
you, everybody
you.
who left a comment. Thank you to POTA Power for getting us connected. But yeah, all right.
Absolutely.
73, guys.
People.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Good
We'll
to
talk
meet
to you in just a second.
All right.
I put him in my
Wow.
ham alert. I don't know
Wow.
about y'all.
What a heck yeah.
You better
What
put
a
him in
fun-
your ham alert.
What a fun show, man. That was
Absolutely.
wow.
Joe Brett, do you like the new layout? We kind of cropped
Kind of
everybody down.
industrial. No, I don't. Y'all look like Mickey Mouse on the screen earlier.
You like
Izzo
that
was the
1080?
nose, and you two was the ears.
What?
Because was missing you. That's why.
Yes.
We got to
I mean,
have
can you
that,
not
that
make
extra
it-
block.
I like the rounded corners, but why are we so little?
Well,
So much
all
Give
real
him the
estate.
circles.
Fine,
Shane.
then.
There
Shane,
we go.
no,
Yeah.
Shane.
Alright.
Bring on the circles. Show him the circles.
Oh,
I
yeah,
am
this is
interested
it.
in the circles.
This is the other option if you want to go to
Ah.
circles.
Live.
Circle gets the square.
Oh, goodness. Well,
Oh.
thanks everybody for joining us. We're going to go around the room. We'll start with you, Izzo, and then we'll work our way around. And I'll wrap
Keep
us
it
up. since
short
we're
and sweet.
backwards.
Fun show. Thank you,
Great
everybody.
show. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Everybody in the chat. Hey, look for me this weekend in the parks. That's it for me.
All right.
Playing
Put them in
POTA.
your ham alert. Make sure you got it. Nerds.
Nerd.
Steve.
Love you, beer snack.
Love you, Dan.
Yep. So this weekend, I will actually be out at one of our local communities. They're doing a community day, and they've asked my Aries group to come out and set up. So we're pulling the little trailer tower out to that.
Okay.
No, man, give them the beans. Don't short them.
No,
Take the
no,
big
no, no. The big one takes too many people to set up, and we only have 4 people signed up. I need at least 6 to set up the big one.
You just need a different way of putting that thing up.
Exactly.
I need to get the video of setting the big one up. It's sketchy.
Cantilever on it, man.
Yeah, uh-huh. Like I
Rope and
said.
pulleys.
It's only 100 feet. Come on now.
Tie
Yeah.
rope to a
What could go
tree
wrong
and then
with
put
that?
it in the reverse. And
Bite your lip and give it hell.
I'm
But-
sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're good. So I'll be out there Saturday, 10 to 2, I think it is. We'll have that up going. So if anybody's out in the park, I'll definitely be hunting you on POTA because I'll be looking to make contacts. And then, yep,
Sorry, I could never
never get over that.
interrupted you again.
And just trying to get videos together, and hopefully I hear back about the radio soon
That's
because
as
it's
quick
on
as
its
Steve talks right here.
on its way to California. Screw you, Shane.
You still taking it to California?
Yes.
What do you got
Well,
against the man in
Washington.
the garage at Michigan?
Because it's an insurance claim.
He did insurance? Oh, well, warranty, not insurance. My bad.
Yeah, he does warranty.
There's a difference.
Okay, got you. Well,
All right,
best
Joe
of luck.
Brett. Since we didn't get to talk to you today.
How you sending it? What carrier?
Oh my
UPS.
God.
There's a chance then.
Are you
Chance
Chance
using
it might make
are-
it there.
Are you using bubble wrap or peanuts
Oh
inside
my
the
God!
box?
Can we
No,
wrap this up?
it's in the
guys?
factory box.
It's in
I
the
think-
factory box.
Screw you. I
Oh,
keep the
God.
box.
You
So do I.
really,
So
you
do I.
really
Oh,
want
I
to
got-
make this?
All my boxes are over there.
You really want to make
Yeah.
this interesting? Send it DHL.
No,
Oh.
it'll never get there.
It'll go back to the homeland before it makes its way over to California.
Football.
All right, Joe Brett, your turn.
Man, DHL is great, dude. I've watched them do 100 miles an hour on interstate in the rain. They're gonna get your package there, but when they meet
They
the
have-
other truck,
They
in the
have
back,
his address flagged now. His address is flagged.
I don't know how many times I see them.
room.
They meet another truck in the back of the gas station parking lot where they think nobody's going to see them, and they're tossing all the boxes on the pavement instead of truck to truck. They're just chunking them. Anyway, live on the
They
edge,
need to be
man.
meeting at the Buc-ee's.
You want to
Yeah,
test
very
out your shipping materials, see how much protection that double wall cardboard really is. So,
wrap.
yeah, I ain't got nothing except I contacted MFJ yesterday
Uh-oh.
because I've got all that stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that I was gonna make videos on and I didn't, and then they said we out. So the email, if you try to email them, the inbox is full. I think only one person had the password to that one.
Probably.
I did confirm my contact there is he's gone.
He saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, give me some confirmation because when I do some of these products, how do I tell people your website's showing stuff out of stock, right? Is that stock? I know y'all said your whole announcement was not shutting the doors. The announcement was on-site production is ceasing. I said, so is it going to be made somewhere else? And then y'all going to eventually replenish some stock as you go or something? Yeah, no, they're still looking for a buyer. But anyway, that's a whole topic from the past, right?
I was going to say, so Joe Brett's going to buy MFJ. That's what I'm hearing.
That's
Best-
what I'm
I'm
hearing.
hearing too. That's what I'm hearing too.
Best answer I got to include in any video that may come along is if it's out of stock, check with vendors. And if the vendors ain't got it, visit your Hamfest.
Well, why don't you do a video?
Look for Intellitron.
Why don't you do a video, Joe? Should I buy MFJ? That's a thumbnail right there in itself.
Well, I think, yeah.
See?
If you don't, if you can service it yourself. Right? Well, they're still there. They are still there for warranty and stuff, you know, whatever.
They're just
Joe,
not
you
making
gotta-
new stuff.
Joe, you got a wife and a whole bunch of kinfolk there. You guys can run that company right from Mississippi, right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got
Until
plenty of
Nerd
land.
says JBMFJ Inc.
Yes,
I like
there
it.
you
I
go.
like it.
I like
Sounds
that.
good to me.
I like that, and that's a hell of a T-shirt too.
Anyway, another Tuesday night for me. It's good to see you. Glad y'all can make it.
Glad you made it, man.
I was getting worried y'all was going to stand me up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you're in New Mexico, come out to the Fiesta Balloon Festival. If you're not, I will post links in our Discord. Link to the Discord's down here where you can catch the live stream every morning from Balloon Fiesta. And if you don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you can watch the replay. We've got the outro set to automatically play, and we're gonna cross our fingers that this works.
Let's see if this
So-
works.
I wish
I'm gonna
Molson was
say,
here to push the button.
I'm gonna say 73 to everybody, and we will catch you next time. See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
See ya.